One more thing from, or I should say about Joe Wilson, the guy who screamed liar. In the first place, it's not in keeping with the House rules, the rules of the House of Representatives. You can disagree on policy, but insults are off the table. Isn't that cute? But Joe Wilson, oh, by the way, his son Alan is running for Attorney General in South Carolina. And both of these men and three of Representative Wilson's other sons out of five in one family get free military medical coverage, which is, government run. When it comes to his family and his family's government health care, Joe Wilson has a whole different attitude. You see, as a retired Army National Guard colonel, Wilson gets a lot of benefits, one of which apparently was not a full appreciation of the customs, traditions, and courtesies that mandate respect for one's commander-in-chief. But anyway, I digress. With four sons in the armed services, the entire Wilson brood has enjoyed multiple generations of free military medical coverage known as TRICARE, TRICARE. As politicos and town hall criers debate the finer points of the public option, employer mandates, coverage for undocumented immigrants, et cetera, and who's more Hitler-like, they seem to miss a larger point. The United States has single-payer health care. It covers 9.5 million active duty servicemen and women, military retirees, and their dependents, including almost a tenth of all Californians and Floridians and nearly 250,000 residents of Wilson's home state. This is from Newsweek's The Gaggle blog. Military beneficiaries like Wilson, who is a retiree, is eligible for lifetime coverage. Never have to worry about an eye exam, a CAT scan, a prolonged labor, an open heart surgery. They have access not only to the military's 133,500 uniformed health professionals, but cooperating private doctors as well, whose fees are paid by the Department of Defense. It's high-quality care. Surveys from 2007 and 2008 list TRICARE among the nation's, or the best healthcare insurance in the nation. That's according to customer satisfaction. Yet, Mr. Wilson insists that government-run healthcare is a problem. You knew this was coming, didn't you? Of course you did. If you want some information about TRICARE, look it up. On one of the search engines. It's unbelievable. See, Joe Wilson and his brood are willing to suck at the public trough and get as many benefits from single-payer health care or government-run health care, whatever you want to call it. The very care that he would deny to other Americans. Now, son of a bitch, how do people like Joe Wilson justify this? Do they think that nobody will find out that Joe Wilson sucks up everything he and his family can possibly suck up thanks to you and me? Whether we have health insurance or not is beside the point, where it concerns Joe Wilson getting his and his family getting theirs. Now, one of you right-wing nutballs who listen to this program say, well, but Joe Wilson served in the military. He served in the National Guard after dodging around, getting deferments, and keeping his ass out of combat when he, being a great war supporter as he is, he should have gone to Vietnam and probably would have gotten dead real quick. But through a series of political moves, he winds up a full colonel in the reserves. Never did a goddamn thing. He and Lindsey Graham never did a thing, never put themselves in the line of fire, never put themselves in a position where they could be wounded, never put themselves in a position where other men really depended on them. These are cowards of the highest order, where they'll put on the uniform, they'll wear the insignia, they'll grab the advancements, but when it comes time to haul your ass over and do some shooting and or be shot at, they disappear into the woodwork like the rats that they are. But when it comes time for the handout, oh, there's Joe Wilson and his whole goddamn family. There they are. Yes, indeedy. Give me more. Give me some more. Give me all of it. But not you, truth seeker. Now, the guy who wrote this little bit about Joe Wilson's dirty little healthcare secret is Adam Weinstein. He's a combat veteran from Iraq, freelance journalist, and he's uninsured. Oh, my God. But blabbermouth Joe Wilson and his family, oh, they're not uninsured. No, thanks to your tax dollars, I guess is one way to put it. Joe Wilson and his brood get the best health care available, and it's single payer and it's government run. So then why is Mr. Wilson so adamant in his stance against government run, as he puts it, health care? It's what he gets. Now, if you combine what this miserable son of a bitch gets from his rank and the fact that he is a former military, and what he gets as a member of Congress, well, son of a bitch, isn't that amazing? Joe Wilson has single payer. As a matter of fact, he double dips for it. But you and me? No. Barack Obama? He's a liar. Means that Joe Wilson, like so many of these people, like the big Klan rally in Washington on the 14th, Joe Wilson is a racist. That's all. These people can't stand Obama because he's not white. That's why they can't stand him. What the hell is Obama doing? In the first place, if Obama's plan or what he is injecting or what he wants in the healthcare plan goes through, all of a sudden the insurance industry is going to have 35 to 50 million new buyers. Ooh, that's communism if I ever heard it. By God, that's socialism. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Joe Wilson and his family suck at the public trough in two different ways. Joe does, or soon will. Well, three ways when he goes for Medicare. Son of a bitch. Right now, Joe Wilson and his family get free medical care in two different ways, and Joe will get three ways, where it's single payer and it's government run health care. And yet this loudmouth son of a bitch has the nerve to sit in the House where President Obama was invited. The president does not go to the House. He can say, hey, I'd like to come give a speech. It's up to the House to invite him. Once he's there, 230 years of debate and argument, so on and so forth, demand, require, and insist that nobody insult somebody on the floor of the House. You don't call somebody a liar. You may say, I don't like your plan. I think your plan is a bunch of horse hockey. You can do that if you like, but to call the President of the United States and Joe Wilson's commander-in-chief, his son's commander-in-chief, a liar is really kind of out there, especially given Joe Wilson's past and immediate history and his immediate status. So Joe Wilson will continue to get the best health care, government run, available in the Western world. TRICARE, because he's a colonel, what the rest of the members of Congress get, because they are members of Congress, and eventually Joe will also get Medicare. Plus, in 2003, Joe signed off on a plan to give illegal immigrants medical care. And yet he has the unmitigated gall and audacity to call the President of the United States a liar.